How are we all doing today? It's just CPay back here to do another review. For today's review, this will probably be the final ever time I do a review on this product. It is the product I've reviewed by far the most. And it's a product that most think has disappeared. However, it actually does exist. I don't know if still to this day, when I release this, exists, but that is Excelsior. If you've ever watched my reviews on Excelsior, I do rate it as the greatest pre-workout that I've ever tried. There's silly little arguments I've heard of people saying, oh, it's just drugs. I'm like, what's 650 milligrams of caffeine? What, is that a healthy thing? Is that not drugs? To me, at what stage do we go, that's too much? And something like this is actually, once in a blue moon, a healthy alternative. That's an argument that maybe could be had, but it's one that I kind of at least believe in. Now, for me, Excelsior, what made it so incredible was it was just like you took it and it didn't feel like a pre-workout. There was no like caffeine heart racing hit. There was no DMAA buzzed out of your fucking brain hit. You literally just felt like a better version of yourself with high energy, high focus, motivation, determination, and everything else you can think of. Let's go through the ingredients panel first, and then we'll talk about flavor. So the ingredients panel, I've got 2 boxes here, mind you. 30 servings, 1 scoop, 6 grams, 5.3 grams per scoop, so small scoop. It is L-citrulline, trimethylglycerin, okay, don't know what that actually is. Camellia africana fruit extract, that's kind of meant to be along the lines of like a DMHA alternative-ish. Caffeine anhydrous, Behunia purpura extract, bitter orange extract, octopamine, and hawthorn extract fruit. I'm not going to go through what each and every one of these does, okay? What I will say is when you look at this, you would think, like maybe slightly stronger daily driver, maybe a medium stim pack. But it's not what it is. And anyone that's ever tried it knows that this is not a medium level stim pre-workout, but it's not what, to me, and to the people I've given it to try, I have never gotten the results, I guess some people online where they're like, oh my God, it's crazy, you can't control it. To me, I have no problem controlling this pre-workout. Like, this is not fucking Hero Lean. This is not, can't remember on the top of my head now, but the Hooligan versus Assassin that they had. It's not one of those where you're dying and you're finding a way to be productive, but it's just not worth what it is to me. This is a smooth operator with the most euphoric feeling ever. Now, the reason that I held up this one is because that is the old Excelsior. It's got the black panel, black lid. This is the one that I received about a month or so ago. It's got this red, almost translucent, maybe translucent kind of lid, or box, sorry, and then the lid is black. I don't know if that's the original lid, but anyways, that is what I got it on. Now, the interesting part for all of this is the powder is completely different. So initially, seeing how the powder is like, I thought, well, I've been chipped. So I don't know if you can see this, but this is the new one. It is mainly powder. This is the old one. Not mainly powder. It's actually not mainly powder at all. In fact, it's kind of like that crystallized look that we all know and love when it comes to Excelsior. So when I saw that, the first thing I thought was, I got chipped. Fuck me, this is not going to be the right product, etc. Now, I paid 250 Australian dollars for this. I know you're thinking, what the fuck's wrong with you? I get it, but it was just like, well, fuck it. Why not? You know, a little treat for myself. And it's like, to me, it's the GOAT. And if this is the last time I can ever get it, fuck it. May as well keep it in the cupboard, keep it in the fridge or whatever for the next couple of years. Now, the flavor is different to the original. It's almost the same, but it's not. What I mean by that is the old one tasted better. It was less bitter. It had this fruit punch type of flavor, and it is a fruit punch flavor, The new one is that fruit punch flavor, but a little bit more bitter, I find. But it's not a vast difference. Like, you would know that it's the same thing, but tweaked. So flavor's still good. Let's get to the results. I've gone through 4 different Excelsiors. The original one was probably the nicest, as in just pure euphoria. You would have to go about 1.5 serves, sometimes 1 3/4 serves. The next one I found was still good, but a little bit weaker. The third one that I bought was definitely weaker. But it's still good, still very good. And the thing I found with the third one is comparatively, and this is not people going, oh, you got a tolerance to it, etc., because I still had my original one. I found there was more negatives with the third one. What I mean by that is the feeling that you get of euphoria and this and that was lowered, but the negatives were heightened. And then when I tried the original one, it was reversed. It was like almost no negatives, but the positives were just beaming there. The new one, first time I took it, 1.5 scoops. I thought it's probably going to be weaker. I was beyond wrong. This is the strongest one that I've ever had. In fact, 1.5 I could barely handle. Had an incredible session, but it lasted me, took it at like 9 a.m. for a workout. It lasted me till about 9 p.m. I could still feel something was there. A bit too strong. Since then, I've tried 1 scoop, and that was fucking amazing, like incredible. Then I've tried 0.75, which honestly, to me is better. And I mean better as in you feel more in control of the pre-workout comparatively to at 1.5, unless you're just some wacko that wants to fucking be blasted with the strongest stims. I think at that stage, then it becomes like, hey, do you need this to work out, or do you just enjoy the feeling of being fucked up? I don't enjoy feeling out of my body because then it's like I'm doing things I don't want to do. It's the reason I don't drink. But to me, this was too strong at 1.5. At 1, it wasn't too strong, but I found it 0.75 of a scoop. So we're talking what? 3.8-ish grams. That was its perfection. Which, if you're doing 3/4 scoops, you're getting 40 servings. Incredible. Another thing I'll say that I loved about this, 1/2 scoop of this with a weak 1/2 scoop daily driver, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like, so smooth. And then as a one-off here and there, I took this today to see before I review it what it would be like, because I've done this before. 1/2 scoop of this and 1 scoop of crack from Dark Labs. So 1 scoop is 1/2 a serving. Actually, I think I did a little bit less than half, but anyways, like let's say 4/5. And that was maybe the best combination pre-workout I've had since Excelsior mixed with the power. Look, I know people are going to have polarizing views on Excelsior. I would say in the last 5 years, it is the most polarizing pre-workout that has come out. But to me, take it for what it's worth, because it's just one bloke's opinion, I think this is still hands down the GOAT. I don't think there's a close second to Excelsior. I just don't. And I know you might say, oh, it's got meth in it, it's got fucking angel dust, it's got this, it's got that. It doesn't affect me negatively. I have taken Hooligan before, and to me, Hooligan fucked me up. I know everyone loves Apollo Nutrition. I love them too. I cannot take Hooligan. It literally fucks me up. So that's always going to be my argument, which is be your own, testing subject, where start off realistic. If you're going to take something like Excelsior, take 1/2 a scoop. Don't fucking go out there and take 2 because TJ does 2. Don't take 1.75 because the review bros or me or whoever else you've watched the video on. Be realistic. That's how I did it originally. Try it yourself before you make, any decisions. And with any of these products, take them sparingly. I take Excelsior, if I had to guess, not even once a month. It was probably a 5-month kind of hiatus of me even taking it. I don't crave it. I don't nothing. Sometimes when I've got a day off, just like, fuck it. I'll have it. I'll have an Excelsior. That's fine. Remember, always go by your assessments of everything you're taking. I think this is the 10 out of 10 pre-workout, the perfect one that has ever existed, the most incredible, the most versatile as well to an extent, because like my cousin, who's a big guy, who can take hooligan and be fine with it at a full fucking serving, can do 0.5 of this, so half a scoop and a coffee. And to him, that's the best, still to this day, he'll tell me, best pre-workout he's ever had is a coffee and half a scoop of this. Zero negatives. It will impact your appetite. That can be a positive, it can be a negative. So that's really going to be up to the discretion of the person taking it. If you're bulking, don't take it. I think if you're also bulking, you probably don't need as much energy from a pre-workout. So maybe just take a basic daily driver. But from a standpoint of if you're cutting and you want to do cardio and you want to kill a session, I've never found anything better than this. And I know people are going to make their claims. If you've got any claims, feel free to post them. It's a no fucking judgment zone. We're just going to talk shit, etc. Alrighty, hope you enjoyed that review. That's me signing out. Peace.